Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of All the Mod 6. I hope everyone's doing great today. I know that I am, as always. We are jumping right back into our game save, and holy smokes, has a lot of stuff happened since you guys last saw this world. So it's a mixture of me doing things off camera as well as doing stuff on stream, but obviously I give more details over on our stream just because we have more time. We're a little more time constraint here on YouTube. So if you do want full recaps of things that we're going over, what we're doing, highly recommend checking out our Twitch in the link in the description down below. You can catch the full recaps, or you could catch a live stream, well, live. So, but with that being said, let's run through a couple of things here today. So we're gonna get out of this. First things first, I did have a comment on an episode that just went up fairly recently, comparative to when I am recording this. We had someone comment. We actually had Oranos. I'm gonna mispronounce your name every single time, dude, but big supporter on the channel here. At least I feel like he is. He hangs out on our Twitch streams and everything like that. Definitely an awesome guy. But he made a comment around our advanced smelting factory to make sure that auto sort is actually turned on, not only for our automated crafting, but also for our ore processing. Basically what this will do is if something comes in, it won't just stick in one slot. It'll be equally distributed amongst all 5 slots. So that makes things speed up a little bit quicker. So obviously if that's not your preference, you don't have to do that, but it is a good call out. So, but anyway, so you might notice a few different things here. For one, we have definitely cleaned up. I don't know if I showed that in the last episode or not. I don't fully recall where we last left off in terms of things in this room, but we have cleaned it up. I did get up and going a disk manipulator because what I ultimately did was transferred all of the items from our original 16 and 4K discs. I believe those were what we had, into the 256 disc that we got up and going an episode or two ago. So this is going to be pretty much one of our sole items now. We'll probably get more as we go and eventually work towards having even more made up. But that's where it is for now. Disk manipulator, super useful for that. It does take a long time. You put the disk that you want transfer items out of over here. Obviously, you need it linked to the system, and then you need to have the disk that you want it to go to, or disks that you want it to go to, here in your disk drive. So it does take quite some time, so definitely recommend doing it and just kind of letting it run on its own, or if it is a lower amount of inventory, just transferring it out yourself. It's a little bit more tedious, but you got to do what you got to do, right? So this whole setup here is awesome. We are going to eventually be moving it though, and that kind of leads into what I've done off camera. Yeah. Just a little bit of work off camera here. So I just got in a building mode. I got a little bit sick and tired of our layout for our base here. So ultimately I pretty much tore everything down, leveled it out, and then built this bad boy. So this is our new central hub here. I'll bring you guys up into the main area. We also started using this Gabbro bricks. Gabbro, I think Gabbro sounds better. We started using these over here as well because we've used them on our entryway into our kingdom, and now this is a central hub for our kingdom in general because we are going to grow it out more. That is the whole grandiose idea of our playthrough, is to make a kingdom. So we obviously have this going here. We got a cool couple things to note. So first and foremost, we have moved our bed over here. I also moved the smithing table just because, but this will be like our little room for the time being. We do have a villager over here. We did do this on stream. He's just taken a nap for some reason. It's not even nighttime, but he decided to take a nap. But we did that on stream. We just went to a village. We grabbed him and we brought him back over here. Let's see if we can we get to him? In that back corner. He's tricky in that back corner. Oh, there we go. So you can see some of his stuff here. He is just a toolsmith. He is the master level because we have been trading with him, but it's a great way to get emeralds for us, especially because you can use coal or iron, and we have plenty of those to be able to trade with them. I have shifted our waystone to this position here and kind of trimmed things back a little bit more. Now, I have also moved all of our machines, all of our power generation, all of that, because it used to be over in this location, actually right here, where there's just water now. Water and some trees, but I have moved it. I also obviously chopped down some trees. We'll add a couple more in once we get finalized with this space. But yeah, this is our new hub for our machines and for power. Now this is awesome. I love the way we went with it. Kept with the same idea of having a underground routed central source of power. We have upgraded our energy cell to the spirited energy cell from the power mod. If you are again interested in that, we did it over on our stream from last Friday, because you guys will be seeing this midweek. Over here, we do have our power generation. Again, we have upgraded our thermo generators. We've added thermo generators. Same with our magmators over here. We have more of them as well. But yeah, we have 4 niotic thermo generators from Awa, and they each produce 900 EF per tick or RF per tick. Same difference pretty much. And they hold 2 million RF, which is crazy. So each of these hold 2 million, and they produce 900 per tick. This bad boy holds 60 million. And then our ender cell we have upgraded. So the way you can upgrade this is by adding additional batteries to it or adding additional energy cells to it. And we have it up to 25 million RF right there. So right there, we're storing 85 just in these bad boys alone. And this will be distributed out to anything wirelessly that we hook into it. Then from here, we have cables running out either direction over to our thermal machines over here. We have our mechanism machines over here. Again, advanced smelter over here. We do have our auto sort already set over here. And then our whole processing and whatnot. So that's pretty much the bulk of it. The only other thing, obviously, we did do, we moved our energizing orb up here. We have upgraded our rods as well to blazing. We have, I think all of them are blazing now. Yeah, we have 6 blazing energy rods here, or energizing rods. So these will transfer at a pretty good rate. Let me look up real quick what they are at. Let's see, blazing 300 RF or FE RF, same difference per tick. So pretty well. Pretty all good in the transfer of energy right there. And then we obviously did move our create stuff. This is our beginning stage create stuff. If you guys remember, we had a waterfall like over on the side, and we were utilizing it to for our mixer here, as well as our mechanical press. And I've just moved it over here to be a little bit more inside, which I think is nice. It works. It's not like we use it a ton, but it's cool to have. That's pretty much it. We do have a trader guy just chilling in there for some reason. Some stairs here, and then yeah, so you might be wondering what the idea for this main area is. Well, what we are going to do, which won't be in today's episode because I still need to put a little bit of effort into thinking about how I want to logistically do it, this is going to be a rail system. I feel like rails are very often overlooked in a mod pack, especially when you have access to jetpacks, you have access to creative flight. We have our angel ring. That is how we are flying with creative flight currently. But I think a rail system would be really cool to connect all of our kingdom together. So have it come out here. We'll have a station here at our Botania setup, which is kind of on pause for the moment. We'll bring it over that way and then loop it back around to our main area over here, where we're going to get up and going a little bit more automation for our refined storage system. So we have this is going to be the main hub here. We'll have a few things up here for crafting and whatnot, but down here we're going to have a bunch of automation. So we might even have a secondary power setup over here as well, or just transfer all of our power over here. Haven't fully decided or worked it out yet. A lot of things that are in motion, a lot of good ideas that are in my head right now that I just kind of got to get up and running. But yeah, we're gonna have a rail system that runs that way. I think we might have it actually run and come out this way and then go through the trees here, which would be really cool, right over to that. Now, again, I know we could fly around, but it's like, why not try it out? There's some cool mods in here that offer some additional rail options. So there's useful railroads, which offers high-speed rails. There's the McCaw's bridges, which actually have these little railroad or rail bridges that you could put in place. Like just some cool stuff that I would like to try, and it would be a cool aesthetic. But anyway, that's not what we're doing today. I've already blabbed on for what, almost 10 minutes here on what we have gotten done on stream or off camera. What we're doing today, which I cleared off, I cleared out some space for, is we are going to try out MineColonies. So let me show you what space I've cleared out. It's right over here. This parcel of land right here, which I don't know why that's dark right there. Is it going from, yeah, it's going from 2 different biomes. That's why it's different color of grass. But I've cleared out this area here because I think this will be a good starter position for our mine colonies. Now, the last time I tried mine colonies was actually in our MC Eternal playthrough, and I honestly was not a big fan of it. It was extremely glitchy, didn't work for us in the way that I really wanted it to. For whatever reason, on our game save, it kind of sucked. So I wasn't a big fan, and I was kind of thinking that I probably wouldn't do it again, but I'm going to give it benefit of the doubt, give it one more try, especially because we are in the newer version of Minecraft. It has been updated. Not Minecraft, but the mod itself has been updated to the most recent version. So it should be a little bit cooler, and it actually will then offer a little bit more variety to our kingdom. Like actually offering some people to be moving around and things that we have to focus on and whatnot. So if you're not familiar with MineColonies, I don't know if there's actually like a book. There's a clipboard, a resource scroll. Like, I don't think there's actually like a book that gets you into it, if I am not mistaken. I mean, we could check out the clipboard. You do need actually a building tool for the clipboard. Interesting. All right, so I'm not 100% sure if it makes a difference if we get the clipboard up and going first. I know the next steps, but I do want to test this out to see if this is something that we should have going first and foremost. So let's get a clipboard going and just see what's going on with this. No colony set, sneak used on a town hall. Okay, so we will need it eventually, but for the time being, we don't need it. So what we're going to go with next is a builder's hut and a town hall. We need both of these, which means we're going to need a couple builder's tools for it to get up and going. And we're also going to need a door. So let's get a door going. I think any door suffices, so we'll just do some willow doors, just like so. We're going to need... This is a stone wand. It's not what I need. Building tool. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Because I think they do get utilized. No, they don't get utilized. But you need 2 for the other one. Okay, so if I use that... Okay, yeah, so we just need 2 in general. They don't get used up when you actually make it. Okay. Cool beans. So that's going to do it for us. So we have our town hall and we have our builder's hut. Let's go over here. I don't know if it matters which one we place down first. And I think we actually need a building wand from Structurized to actually do this, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just grab one to have it on hand, just to be safe. Just to be safe. Let's get that off of there. Okay. Over here we go. So let's start with the town hall, I guess. I guess that would make the most sense to do. And where do we want this? We'll probably actually want to clear out a little bit more space here to have it. And that's the nice thing, is we can clear out a good amount of space pretty easily. And then worst case scenario, if we want some more foliage put back in here, we can easily do that when we want to. So this is almost going to be like our secondary kingdom area, like this space right in here. We will want to kind of level out the land a little bit though, so let me do that real quick here. All right, so I went ahead, I leveled out the land here a little bit more. Super easy with our shovel, it takes like no time at all. But we are going to want to get a town hall going here, and we're going to want to have enough space for it. Because the thing with MineColonies, how it works is you set it down, and there's different tiers on how you go about it, and that you can upgrade to. So we're just going to want to make sure that we have enough space where we could upgrade it if we would like to. And which direction would we like it to go, too, as well? I think we would want it facing out this way. Yeah, probably. So let's see this. We suggest using the build tool to place the schematic. This will allow you to adjust the position. Use the build tool. Okay, there we go. So escape. So this is very confusing, right off the bat, but it gets a little bit easier. So you can use escape to leave the GUI to inspect the preview. We can move it if we want to, as you can see, and we can actually shift it to be different. Now, I don't know. I think that is, yeah, we can leave it And then we have to right click on the build tool to adjust the position. So this is what it is currently. Wow, holy smokes. It's definitely going to be a big area. So let's go back into it. And I think we can push it down if I'm not mistaken, right? Like if I push it down, it'll still work. They just have to come in and dig up some stuff. But we don't want it to be acacia. They have Asian, they have birch, they have cave, they have dark oak, they have fortress, jungle, which is kind of cool, medieval, more medieval dark oak, which is pretty cool. Medieval dark oak alternative, I think that's what it said. There's like so many different options for it. Mesa, Nordic. The Nordic is actually kind of cool. That could fit in pretty well. I think unfortunately what we're gonna run into, Space Wars, that's awesome. Stone, True Dwarven. Yeah, that's not gonna be it. Warped. Oh, okay, so this is new. This was definitely not in it before. They have one that is upgraded for actually the Nether update, which is awesome. And then you just have wooden and acacia. So you can go back through this, and then you could also see the different levels as well. I think realistically, the Nordic is going to fit in the best with our setup. We are going to need some more spruce wood, but I think that this will do just fine. It's a good aesthetic to it. Unless they have, no, they don't have a Nordic with a different type. Now there is level 1. You can see level 2, 3, 4, 5. And honestly, I would recommend going to level 5 and just seeing what it's going to ultimately look like. So that's what it's going to ultimately look like in our little kingdom here, which I think would look pretty cool once we get it up to that level here. Now, obviously, you do want to adjust the positioning based upon where you want it to be. So we might want to actually have this go this way and then backwards a little bit. Kind of tuck it a little bit further back here, and then we'll have some space over here for other things as well. But this is going to be like our secondary part of the kingdom, and I do like that Nordic. Let me take a quick peek through the other ones and just double check. All right, guys, I'm a little bit stuck here because this is the medieval spruce at the max tier, and I think it actually looks really cool. Like, it is one of the cooler looking ones. It's a little bit more simplistic. And it does use like stone instead of cobblestone, like how this one does. This one uses cobblestone. I think it looks awesome because it's extremely tall, and it does use cobblestone, like I said, which kind of ties into what we have. I don't know. It's kind of a hard decision on what to go with here, but I don't know if I want like Nordic. I feel like the medieval like spruce, because there's also medieval spruce alternative, which just looks, oh, that is not nice. Yeah, let's do medieval spruce. I think this one looks really, really cool. Yeah, and this is, oh, this is actually for the builder's hut. Did I do the builder's hut on accident? I didn't mean to do the builder's hut first. Hang on, can we get out of this? I want to do town hall first. That's really what I want to do first. Use the building tool, yeah, because I want to be able to see what the town hall will look like. So we do need to rotate this. Is this right? Yeah, this is the same one. Okay, very interesting. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. I do like the look of it a lot, actually. So, let's see. Do we want it that close, or do we want it pushed back a little bit more? Maybe pushed back a wee bit. I think that'll work. And then if we shift it this way just a little bit, I think that is going to work. That's what it'll be at level 5. That's what it's going to start with. So that's what we're going to do. You'll need to place a town hall first. That's what I was doing. I don't know why it was. Okay, use the building tool. Yeah, but then, oh, I see. I have to click on that side. I'm an idiot. All right, let me get this set up. Hold on. All right, so this is the town hall I've decided to go with. It is the medieval spruce one. I think it looks really awesome. I think it'll be a cool like addition over here to the kingdom. A little bit different than like the colors that we're currently using. Obviously, a little bit different, but still, I think it'll be really, really awesome to have this up and going. Comparative to the other ones, the nether ones actually looked really cool, but I think this is fine. So we're going to bump it down to a level 1, because obviously that's what we're starting with. And you enter from the side, but I kind of like it facing this way. So let's go with it. I think this is going to work. Cool. Starting our colony, and that's where it is. No nearby colony found. You do not currently own a colony. You're able to create a new colony here. Create a new colony. Jaboy has made the advancement. Start off MineColonies by crafting a supply camp or ship and placing it via right-clicking the item on the ground. Okay, so we can do that, and you know what we actually have are some supply ones that we have picked up along our explorations. So let's grab that. Let's go to MineColonies here. We do have a camp, or we have a ship. I think a ship would be awesome to have, especially because we have this big harbor here. So let's get this going right over here. I don't know, can we place it like here? Yeah, we can. Okay, let's back out of it. We can click it with the building tool. Holy smokes, it like that being massive. I think we can shift it to be different. I don't think stone would be cool at all. Sandstone, Nordic, Mesa, medieval spruce supply would actually be kind of cool. That looks actually pretty awesome. So let's move this into the right position here. All right, and it's nice that we can back out and get back in. Now let's go this way a little bit more. We're gonna push it that direction just like so. I think that's going to be perfect. Actually shift it in just a little bit more, because once we have it set down, it is where it is at that point. So I don't know if it would make sense. I think that makes sense to have it like that. I mean, it's gonna be extremely hard for it to get out of there for wherever to move, but that's not gonna be a problem. So this is under decorations. I think that's fine. Okay, you must place it in a fitting ocean or a river. Placing a supply ship requires water under the ship. These blocks must be... I didn't read it quick enough. Blocks must be water. 33, 62, 157. Don't know what that means. Could we place it out here? Ooh, if we could place it out here, this would be actually really cool. I can't see it. Okay. This would be awesome. Okay, actually, let's shift this around like so. Bring it inwards. Yeah, because then we could have this on the outskirts, and this will be our supply ship into the city. Ooh, okay, I'm digging this. And then we'll have that go out to there. Does it need to go upwards? No, it definitely doesn't need to go upwards. Okay, that should be fine. Cool. Welcome to MineColonies. Now that you have placed your supplies, how about searching a nice location to place your town hall? Create your colony. Okay, so actually you really should have placed this first, but that's okay. This is so cool looking, and we'll definitely have like a little thing out to it as well. The other thing we'll probably want to do, just to be smart here, is actually claim these chunks, and we'll want to claim all of these chunks because this is where our new setup is going to be. So we got those all claimed. We can go over to our MineColonies here. And then all you got to do, well, first, let's get rid of this. I did try to do some clearing here so that it would be ready to get that placed down. If you guys haven't realized, really for MineColonies, your best location to have it set up is a very, very flat area. When you have more versatile terrain, it's a little bit harder to place things down, because they do need to then tear up the landscape, do some terraforming to then place on a flat ground, or it's just going to look funky. So definitely recommend having a nice wide open area for you to be able to work in. All right, we got a bunch of junk in our inventory. Let's not waste time with it. Okay, so we have our supply crates set up. Create new colony, just like so. We are good to go. All right, let's hop into here. So word is out about a newly founded colony. Soon the first settlers will join your colony if there's enough space around the town hall. Experienced governors can turn off these helpful messages in the town hall block. So we are good to go. We click in here. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff to look through. We have allies, we have feuds. We have build options, rename colony, or hire mercenaries. And would you look at that? We have our new first person here, and wow, okay, that's actually kind of funny. William, I don't know if you're watching this, supporter here on the channel and over on Twitch as well, but look at our first colonist is named after you. I didn't even mean to do that, so I feel like that is very fitting. You also have a couple items here on the left-hand side. So you have information, so it'll tell you about your happiness, your citizens, children, unemployed. You'll also show like the spawned in, like different events and things like that. You also have permissions. So you have actions, which brings you back there. Here's some more permissions here. I think this is more so if you're playing on a server. This is citizens. You have settings here. So if you want to get into this a little bit more, we can change our team color if we want. So I don't know. I really like, I mean, you guys know I like purple. So we're going to go with purple. Edit colony flag. Holy smokes. You really can get into detail on this. I mean, we're going to go purple. And then you can add in a whole bunch of stuff here. I don't know. Let's go with this. I think that looks cool. Yeah, let's do that. You have housing assignments and work hire modes. Both of them default set to automatic. That's good for the start. Show help messages is good. You can turn it off as well. And then kids will be born. Yeah. Work orders, that, and then happiness as well. So it is getting dark, and that is the one thing you do want to be cautious on, is you don't want it to get too dark, because if you don't have lights around here, it is going to get very hostile for your settlers. Oh, wow. Holy smokes. Did we just have like two or three more people spawn in here, or just one person? Just one more person. Now we have Eleanor J. Clifford. Eleanor J. Clifford. All right. So building options. So we have everything here. I think what we need to do, a builder's hut. Yes, I was going to say, I'm pretty positive we then need to get a builder's hut up and going. So let's do that. Let's clear out some more space here. This whole area is just, we're just tearing it all down. Because now we've kind of realized, like, we're going to have this go all the way out to the water here. This is going to be something awesome. I'm super excited for this now. And I'm going to guess it's going to be a couple part series, or a couple episode, like, mini series within our series here to have this up and going. Now, the builder's hut, it probably is going to make the most sense to have relatively close to everything here. So I don't even think we need to have our thing on our this on our, we can just go to the building tool, and the building tool will show you the radius that you have to build in, which is pretty cool. But unfortunately for us as well, it is kind of limiting our space a little bit, which is a little bit unfortunate. I probably should have placed our town hall a little bit farther away, but we can terraform all this land over here and even build this out more to utilize it. So the box just basically, I guess I'm not explaining it well enough, represents where you can actually build within. So, but we're going to get up and going our builder's hut. So I think the builder's hut would make the most sense. We could stick it like right down over here. I think this would be awesome. So let's get these daisies out of our way. And we shall do this. We'll use the building tool. I know I don't have to do it that way, but, oh, okay. It did not go to what I want here. So builder decorations. Yeah, builder. Because we have it in the inventory, obviously. And I think we're going to go with the same idea, or same one. So the medieval spruce, and then we could also see what it's going to look like at the level 5, which is awesome. Let's rotate her around, push her back a little bit, pull her over. And I think this one being down here is going to be pretty awesome. Let's push it backwards just a little bit and pull it this way. I think it kind of tucking it back over here will be relatively smart. We'll probably have some kind of fissure right in here as well, but this is going to be that. All right, let's get it back down to level 1. The last initial citizen arrived at your colony to spawn new children, build a house, and assign a male and female citizen to it. Okay, so it really gets into like a Sim City perspective almost. Does this need to be raised up? It does need to be raised up. So does that affect our level at all? Is that needed to be up 1 more? I don't think so, but I do think I want to bump it that way just a little bit. Yeah, I think that's going to work just fine. And it's really close up against the wall, and that's kind of the idea, is I want everything to be relatively close, not leaving too much space. So, all right, back down to level 1, and we are good to go. That is going to build. So great job on the placement of the builder's hut. However, that's not enough. You need to access it. Click the building button. Soon your citizens will be creating a new structure. Okay, so I think we've got to come over here, do this, building options, build building. Building requires a builder's hut. Oh, actually, I think we have to go over here. I'm sorry. Do I know what I'm doing? Sometimes. All right, so we don't have we do have a worker assigned here. William, it sounds like you're going to be our worker for this, for our mine colony here to get going with. So we can manage things. We could go into build options. We also can look at the inventory. The builder's hut does not have anything in it. Build options. This is showing everything that we need to get going for this building. So it is going to get going here, but we don't have anything to actually populate it with. So that's what we need to then do. So this will show us the inventory, which we have to populate, but we're also going to need a list here, which I don't know if we can easily access. So yeah. All right, let me try to get this going because I want to at least have one building going before we wrap out the episode here. All right, guys. So I have let it run for a little bit here. I'm gonna run you through 2 or 3 quick tips, and then we're gonna wrap out the episode here. So, but this ship just looks so sick. This is definitely gonna be our thumbnail for the episode here. We can get it into good view here. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. First and foremost, definitely sleep through the night. You don't want any enemies to come and attack your colonists. I get this back. Thank you very much. Then from there, I do want to show you. So we have our builder's hut up and going. I'm actually going to get the building gadget off of our inventory here because I don't want to mess anything up. But we have the builder's hut up and going, which is awesome. We can come in here. We can see what he's got going on. You can check the inventory like we've shown before. There's extra things in here because I put more than what he needed in here just because I figured that they would use them eventually. Now we're going to get into more of this later, but for the time being, this is pretty awesome. And the other thing you can do is we don't have any open requests, but this is linked to our system. So I clicked on this. Ooh, that's actually interesting. Oh, it shows the inventory. But once you have the building request up and going, it'll show everything you need on this clipboard, which is extremely useful considering we have to go back over to our main area to get resources. If we come over here and we go into here and we go to build options, we could do build building, and I will do this. I'm going to kick it into gear here, but I'll show you. So if we do build building, the build request has been created. So William is going to come over here and start working on it. But we should be able to get this populated with what is needed, and it might just be that he has to come back over here, or maybe it'll be once he gets some resources and sees what he has. Okay, that's what it was. He just needed to go see what he had, and then it populates in here with everything that we need to get up and going, which is not bad. And some of the stuff he'll already have. So I believe once he starts using items he already has, then they'll get checked off of our list here a little bit, which is really nice. And I believe that we can't place the inventory over here. We have to place the inventory over there. So he has to go get stuff and then bring it over here for it to work. And then I think we can talk to him like so, and he'll tell us what he actually needs. He's like, okay, I need 104 spruce logs. So we can get those going for him. He's going to work over here. The other tip that I did want to mention is that they do require tools. Now, for whatever reason, it only will allow you to use wooden tools right off the bat, and they do not like enchanted tools. So just keep that in mind, because I was thinking, oh, well, I'll give him a wood tool, but I will enchant it with indestructibility so that, you know, it would last a lot longer. But that is not the case. It's not how it works. So, but he's going to be working on this. We're going to do this probably a little bit off camera here. But yeah, that's going to do it. So we're getting into MineColonies. There's a whole bunch more that we can do with this. I'm really excited. And then we can also obviously do our upgrades, which I really want to get into, upgrading the levels, getting some homes up and going, getting some people who can actually do certain things like, you know, fishing and chopping trees and so on and so forth up and going, because it'll be super cool. I'm already liking it. It's a lot less buggy than the version that I played before. So I'm super excited. So I hope you guys are as well. But guys, with that being said, I've kind of taken up a little bit more time than I wanted to today. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, feel free to leave a like down below. Better yet, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking on this series. If you have any tips, tricks, or suggestions, I always check them out. If you are new here, you want to follow along, hit that subscribe button and bell notification. It'll let you know every single time a new episode is posted here on the channel. I do stream over on Twitch, like I mentioned before. Link in the description down below, along with the link to the Discord if you're interested in joining the community. But guys, with that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will catch you all in the next episode. Take it easy.